Well, they say you need the right tool for the job, right? I've tried to get this cleaned down here, but many different tools. The last one was pushing this up in here. So I'm going to take the pressure stat tube off, and to do that I need to bend it up just a hair so it clears these terminals and any of the wiring that might be in here. And they say the right tool for the right job. This is a difficult access socket set from 10 to 19 millimeters. This is actually a 17 millimeter, and so it's a socket set that has a cutout on one side, and it'll fit perfectly. It'll fit perfectly onto the pressure stat like this. So let's see if we can get, so that's going to tighten it. I'm going to loosen it. So when I come back, let's see, I'm trying to keep so it should be able to turn it. There it goes. So it just broke loose, and it's got to clear everything. And we may have to pull these wires off just to get them out of the way. And since it's turning, let's see, and so it's going to be hitting here next. So probably what we'll want to do is do what I didn't want to do, is to take the element off. I mean, I could try bending this up just a hair more to clear. Yeah, there we go. Getting some clearance, because I have to put it back on too. And so this can come off. It's a great little handy tool for this job. I don't know how I could do it without it. I bought it specifically for this. And so let's take off the pressure stat tube. And so slowly but surely we're taking this machine apart. Eventually, I mean, I could have taken this off. Let's see what we got here. So what we'll end up doing here is, this is Teflon tape. Look how clean that the descaler got the top of this piece. So the next question is, obviously we'll put Teflon tape back on here, clean it up. But the big question, here's the big question. Can you hear that? It's clogged. So the pressure stat tube is clogged. So that's why the pressure stat, hopefully that's why the pressure stat's not working. And the next thing we have to do is to try to clean this out, maybe put it in a descaler, let it soak for overnight. The next thing I'm going to do is, I've already disconnected the wires. Here's one of the wires. Put in my little parts bin, and then take the switch out, get it moving on one side first, and then get the other side going. That's really, should be a little bit easier to come out than that, but this side's free now, the side towards me. Now just that you need to get the side toward the camera. There we go. So that's it. That's your new green switch. It's in good operable condition. And then this is a 6 millimeter nut driver. So here we go. And take these things off. And this element's in great shape. And since it's 110, we're going to see if we can get it operational again and not replace it. So we're taking everything off at this point, and put the nut back on so we don't lose it. And that wire's we're gonna replace all those because I think they're undersized. And then same thing here, 6 millimeter nut driver. It's got a washer that goes on top, so that when you tighten it down, it doesn't tighten spin the wire at the same time. So get snug it up, you know, not too tight, just enough to so they don't go flying. And take this wire, which we aren't going to use green again anyway, it's round. And so that's the inside of the base right now. So it's all cleaned up, and we can, you know, that's what's nice about having these kind of bottle brushes. That one's too big. This one's about the right size. You can get it in here and spin it and clean the threads off of this boiler element so that we can, and that's pretty clean. And we use stainless steel so that it doesn't leave any fragments of metal. Could use a brass one too. Either one would have worked here in this case. Pull it back out. Got the threads really nice and clean. I don't know if you can see them in there. And we're not going to take this off yet until we really have to, because I want to test the boiler again and the pressure stat. I'm going to put a little descaling in here, put it in some kind of stand to hold it up, and then put a little bit of descaling in there, leave it in there for a while, see if we can clean a little bit more up. Might even use this for the stand so that it doesn't move. Yeah, one little thing too here. This is the wire that I was trying to push into the pressure stat tube. You can see it's all full of scale. So, and also obviously I blew on it and it didn't, no air wanted to come out. So I'm glad we're cleaning the pressure stat tube.